Hello. Elden Ring gamers. This is probably a mistake. You ready to have a good time? Ghost Valve, Chrono, Shanley Attack. What's up, friends? Thank you so much for those subs. Appreciate you. Hope you're all doing great. It's Spanish for the Den Ring. That makes sense. That does make sense. Oh yeah, I don't have the DLC. What do I do about this? Q to close? All right. New game. What's up, Paul? How you doing? All right. God. What should I pick? I'd like everybody to know that my experience level in an Elden Ring game is not very much. Yeah. I've played this a little bit. I should be the prisoner. Okay. Yo, look at that helmet, though. Kazman, what's up, friend? Thank you very much. Wow, look at all those stats. But why would I not go and be the samurai? Yeah, the katana guy? That's kind of cool. You're going to be fine. Everyone is bad at these games. God, look at that helmet, though. Arcane. I probably don't want to be a wizard. What if I just went with warrior? I'm just going to click on warrior. Please choose a body type. Name entered. Serge. Age. Mature. Keepsake. What the heck is a keepsake? Said to enhance a sacred flask. That's kind of cool. You get a starting item? Wow. Increases your max HP? Is my lower back at risk? Thank you, sweetie. Wow, I'm so naked. Good lord. Oh. Sorry. Yo, that hair, though. Reed Lander. Oh, Draconian. Let's go with the Seafarer. I kind of like that. I like that skin color and that hair. Starting this game with this character. Sure. You always start with strength in these games. I don't have the finger dexterity for a speed build.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between.
But little did they know, a second Elden Ring was forged.
Queen Mab
Oh god, there's more lore.
Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of of their newfound strength triggered the shattering.
This is all going to be on the test chat.
A war
Hope you're paying attention and taking notes.
arose. A war
Big.
leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Othmere, the all-knowing.
The loathsome dung eater. Man.
One other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring.
What an epic beginning to this game. Holy crap.
Elden Lord.
Okay. Okay, everything's high. Is there a way I can make the brightness brighter? Or turn this multiplayer off? Who is this person who slashed at me? Okay, spacebar. Yeah, good. Left click, right click. Okay. Oh, all right. Pillage remains. Tarnished wizened finger. With the inventory menu, you can browse the items. You can do whatever. Okay, okay. New features can be enabled in display tab. Great. Used to write messages. Oh, hello? Ah, I don't believe it. Praise the message, and then good luck. I will praise it. Great message. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Now this is gaming. Let me know how everything looks. Let me know how everything sounds, my friends. Ooh. The Chapel of Anticipation. What? That's weird. A little unsmooth mouse there for a second. Is Serge unnaturally gifted at Elden Ring back? Is it going to tell me to take a jump? Behold, Elden Ring. Oh my god, that's a big tree. What's up, Dogma? Thank you so much for the 30 months. Appreciate you all. Camera is not quite as smooth as I was hoping it would be. Ooh. Nope. What do you think this is? Behold, something. Uh-huh. I bet you there's a sweet katana hiding behind this building. Oh. All right. I like these people who are leaving messages. It's jarring to see normal speed. Sorry, buddy. Why is that person rolling around so much? Monster ahead. Don't give up. Okay. Hello. Who are you? The grafted scion. Ow. Good lord. Okay. I was just warming up. I was just warming up, everybody. All right, I'll get it this time. Oh. I feel better. It was a scripted loss. They didn't even animate the fall. Man, lazy game devs. I didn't even land a hit on that enemy. Oh my god, a horse!
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Cut. That's a wrap. Have I played this before? This is not 100% blind. No, I've dirtled around a little bit, but never really all that far or for all that long. And long enough that I don't remember any of this. Crowd of Rona, what's up? Thank you for the 33. I don't think it's possible to be on the internet in 2026 and not be at least aware of something of Elden Ring. Like, I've watched speedruns of this game. But they skip a lot of stuff. Like, I don't know if I've ever actually seen that opening thingy. There's a tree. This is a little guy. This is a sapling of the big shiny is my guess. Oh, I have flasks now. Ooh. Oh, hello. The Cave of Knowledge. Jump down the hole ahead, you'll find the Cave of Knowledge. There you'll learn more about the basic controls and actions. A tutorial? Nah. Brave Tarnished, take the plunge of learning and remembrance. Recall the arts of war and your warrior's blood. Can I talk to the tree? Elden Ring ahead. Therefore, are you ready? How do I get up there? Do I get all that stuff after I complete the tutorial? Looks like there's a boss fight up there. Chat, is it worth it? Should I go down there or no? Is there good stuff or nah? It's not long? Sure. Yeet. Ow. Well, it teaches me about flasks. I took damage. Cave of Knowledge is worth? Okay. Rest at a site of grace. That'll restore everything. Oh, well, that fixes my healing. Good. It's not long and there are pickups? Okay. Oh, you just died. All right, there you have it. Some say I'm the best at Elden Ring there ever was. Message. Very good. Use an ornament in your left hand or both hands to guard against an incoming attack. Okay. Wait, hold on. That wasn't a guard? That wasn't a guard. I attacked it. Am I not supposed to have two-handed weapons if they're teaching me how to guard and parry? Interesting. So hold on. If it's telling me right-click is guard, I mean, is that if I only have one weapon? Let's go to our equipment here. Daily reminder that I'm maidenless. Joe! Time to prove these fools wrong. So I'm in my wife guy arc. I can't be maidenless. Regret to inform you. How do I equip this? Wait. Nope, that's backwards. What the heck? What the... Why are these backwards? There we go. Hold. Oh, I'm running. Oh, there's archers. I understand. Each hand can be equipped with up to 3 armaments, allowing you to toggle between them. Oh, interesting. Armaments can also be two-handed. Oh, God. Is this supposed to teach me about getting through shields? Yo, what's up, LSD? Thank you very much for the 11 months, friend. Appreciate you. The fire. All right, let's try parrying. Okay, they just missed me, so. Very interesting. I do not own the DLC. Goodbye. I do not have the DLC. This is just a base game. I thought the DLC was like an entire separate area. Wait, there's skills? Alt plus right click. Oh. I'm glad I could help you clear your throat by making you laugh that hard. I almost got the parry. Thank you. Ooh, you can be stealthy. You dropped something there, buddy? What'd you lose? Is this run going to include DLC or not? I don't know if this run's going to be more than one stream, homie. Ow. Let's go one stream at a time. Isn't this game like hundreds of hours long? Let me in. Oh, I'm supposed to go this way. Lamau. Some attacks may break an enemy's stance, giving you a chance to perform a crit. Charge attacks and jump attacks. Okay. God, I'm never going to jump attack again. I don't think they got staggered. The stakes of Marika. Upon dying here, this is where you revive. Uh-oh. So I got a feeling something good is about to happen to me. 175 hours here first run? Yeah. Soldier of Godric. Oh, hello. You can perform a counterattack immediately after blocking an enemy's attack. Oh! Oh no! I greeted. I saw 1 HP left and it was like, if I just keep spamming attack, this homie's gonna die. Alright. First death. And anyways, good stream, everybody. That was Elden Ring. I didn't say that this was this is a deathless no-hit run, and it's over. Ooh, my stuff. Hardcore Elden Ring first playthrough. You know what? How many souls did I have? Oh! Good! I greeted again. I did it, though. I killed a boss. I felled an enemy. Are they here to tell me I did a good job? Didn't expect bloodstain. In short, seek skill. Devastating. Well done. Seek strong foe. Be wary of dragon. Oh. Hey, we're upstairs. Just like I thought we might be. Wait, I'm sorry. I got strength? Oh, that's just a pose. We didn't get that much stuff. I don't know. Somebody did a no-hit of every Souls-like game in a row? That's impossibly dope. This is a game about punishing greed? Well, luckily, I'm the least greedy person who's ever streamed. So I'm sure we'll be fine. Wait. Oh, I guess I have to rest. Okay. There's a place that you're carrying a chest for storage. Oh, you can put stuff in a chest. That's kind of cool. Let's go back. Flasks. I don't think I have any magic, so I think I want to do this. Go 4 and 1. See, I know to do that. I know to do that. I'm not a complete starter. And am I fully healed when I leave? Use the Stone's Ward key. What? Why'd they tell me to use it if I don't have it? Is this the Stone's Ward key? Severed finger. Wait. Tarnished furled finger. How many fingers do I have? Why do I need so many fingers? That's too many fingers. They're gonna come up a lot? Sorry, did somebody put a message right on top of a lever and now I can't pull the lever because of the message? Oh. I don't know about y'all, I think we're kind of cute. Time for Elden Ring suffering ahead. There's a tree over there. I would like you to know that I know that this first homie is bait. Ooh, materials. Okay. An arteria leaf. Yeah, yeah. And that's why for the next 6 hours, we're just going to throw our heads against this knight over and over and over. Do you start with a horse? Do I have a horse? How do I horse? No horse yet? Okay. In order to get a horse, I have to kill the knight. Kill the knight and take his ride. Fascinating. Aroa fruit. Hello. Ow. Got them. Vanquishing an enemy group will refill your flasks. That's spooky. I should get more HP. Hey, I got my first rune. The Church of Ellie. There's an NPC right outside. Oh, the tarnished maidenless guy? That's disappointing. How'd I miss somebody? Grace exists. Points me in places. I mean, it's fine. If all that buddy is going to do is make fun of me, I think I'm okay. At the smithing table, you can spend runes to strengthen your armaments. Got a smithing stone. With the smithing menu, you can spend stones. So I want to upgrade my starting sword. What do you think? Are we a scimitar gamer, chat, or should I hold off for now?
You're tarnished. I can see it. But I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Carly, purveyor of fine goods.
With the shop, you can spend runes to do things. I don't think I care about anything like this so far. What if I got a bigger shield, though? Ooh. I do love sword and board. Give me a second. The audio seems a little bit off. I want the voices to be louder and everything else to be quieter. There. So do I have to sit at the fire all the way in order to refresh my flasks and everything like that? And now that's enough? Am I full flasks? Okay. How did I miss a homie? How did I miss an entire NPC? Oh, you mean literally the dude standing right there, huh? Uh-oh. It's okay, they'll leave me alone. Oh, I guess I know how I missed them. It's because I turned around. I got outside the door and I said, ow! Excuse me. Excuse me? No! Rude! I avoided you! How do you open the map? Maybe I don't have the map yet either. Map is G? Who? Huh? G for get a better look. G for gmap. Okay, let's avoid this homie. I do not think this game has been made with mouse and keyboard players in mind. And that's okay. So how many goats do you think I have to kill in order to get strong enough to murder the tree sentinel? We're just gonna farm goats until we're strong enough. Thoughts? Right, there you go. Teaches us about the map. All right, hey, this person seems nice. I'm sure they won't say anything mean about us.
Are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Hmm? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
Thanks. Oh. I could summon something if I wanted to. Small golden effigy. Oh, is this the discourse where people are like, if you use summons, you're bad at video games. Meh, 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 meh. Only real gamers never summon. I'm gonna use summons. How do I summon? Where's the summon button? Summons are fun. Maybe it's a button at the bottom. Let me talk to this person again.
Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me.
Even for the maidenless.
Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, the path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.
Cool. Oh, if I want to use something, I need to summon it. Okay. So if we go to equipment, then I'd have to equip this. Oh, sends a co-op sign in the summoning pool. No, that's not what I want. Maybe I'll try talking to them one more time.
Grace's guidance will
Sure.
reveal the path forward, most certainly. To Castle Stormvale, over on the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted.
All right. Let's just go ahead and fast travel to the church. I've decided that I'm just going to upgrade the weapon that I have right on me, and it's not going to be a problem. And I'm probably going to find a different weapon later, but why would they give me a smithing thing if I'm not going to strengthen my armaments, right? What? I thought I had everything I needed. Devastating. Well, never mind. How do I level up? You level up at the bonfires? Memorize spells. I'm probably going to be a spells gamer. Do you want the answer? Yeah. I thought you did it at rune things. Do I have to like buy something first?
Wait, weren't you? Well, you're back. Care to buy something?
Interesting. What's up, Stiz? How are you, friend? You need to meet someone first? Oh, okay. Natimus Prime with the 19. Thank you very much. I love watching these kinds of games, but I sure couldn't handle playing one. Godspeed and good luck. Thank you, friends. I should buy a torch. Nah. When I need a torch, I'll find a torch, I'm sure. Okay, onward. We need to follow... We need to go north. We need to follow the Divinity. And I'm sure nothing bad will happen to me as I explore this world. Hey, there's some people. Let's go say hi to them. Let's follow this road. Hello, fair traveler. All this blood is probably good. Oh, get parried! Some call me the parry god. Some also call... Oh my god, could I be a stealth archer in this game? Bows are mid, but what about stealth bow? I refuse to believe that stealth bow is mid. The greatest strategy ever offered in any video game? Oh, this is so easy. Kukuri. Oh, I got a new... glove. How can you say that stealth is bad when I'm one-shotting everything? What are you? Teardrop Scarab. Both There are both Crimson and Cerulean Teardrop Scarabs. Defeat them to replenish the flasks. Oh. Oh, I can tell we're about to have a real bad time here, chat. We're about to have a real bad time, aren't we? More weight. Oh, no. I ain't reading all that. How important is gear? Oh. Ah! All right, retreat. They said to use a jump attack and it'd be super effective, and I slashed over their head. Okay, that guy looks special, and there is a thingy in the middle of the room, so let's ignore that. Gear matters, but one of the best players. Oh, right. Let me solo her was basically nude, right? Yeah. This is a vibes run? 100% vibes run. How many players get trapped trying to like clear this full camp? Why didn't I backstab you? Bolts. Dog. Sorry, do you see the dog just fly there for a second? What the heck was that? Oh, I'm supposed to go to that campfire. Dogs are the real bosses. Ooh. Raider. Oh, hi, Foxmar. How are you, friend? Welcome in, Raiders. Wednesday night, what were you up to tonight, friend? How's your day? You look like you have fancy armor on. I'm going to try and stab you in the butt. Nice. Huge. Destiny 1 retro. Ah, is this because Destiny's... Oh, a flail. Hold on. Does the game pause? No. Am I a flail gamer? So... FP cost. I don't have enough dexterity to equip? Is that what's happening? You need 18 dexterity, and I currently have 16 dexterity. Oh, where's a better spot for my camera to go, chat, by the way? Pardon me. Is that better? Am I covering anything there? Hold on. You love the intentionally blank screen? Thank you. There's something at this tower that I want to grab. A map! Foxmar, thank you for the raid. Hi, everybody. I'm playing Destiny. I'm playing on mouse and keyboard. For those of you who don't know, I have an old injury in my left hand that prevents me from using a controller. So welcome to a mouse and keyboard gamer. This is a vibes-based run. My experience with the genre is 0. Did I say Destiny? I meant, what game am I playing? I meant Elden Ring. I'm gonna take this too. Move my camera a smidge higher. Okay, give me 1 second. Wait, I didn't get the thing. Oh, big sword. Hold on. So you're thinking like maybe here? Maybe like this? A little bit more Serge. So the runes aren't covered. And if we go to equipment, well, we're still covering something, but you know, so it goes. What was that, sweetie? I mean, we're doing what we can. I don't want to move around too much. All right, I don't know if this is correct or not. A new map has been found. How do I move around? Oh, like that. Cave of Knowledge. Let's head south, because it looked like there's a fork in the road here. I don't want to mess with the person in the armor in the middle. They seem scary. Or do I have to go mess with them? They seem really scary. Where'd my campfire go? Huh? What's this? The vibes are immaculate? Heck yeah. Hello. Godric the Golden, humiliated, having tasted defeat by the blade of Miquella, now on his knees begging for mercy. Dang. That's so metal. Why do you get a horse? Can I have a horse? Are you a friend? Hello. Oh, good lord, you are not a friend. Oh my god, the horse kicks? Better part of valor. You can't hurt me, I'm at the campfire. Oh! I'm a genius? Who are you? A small child is visiting me in the night.
Traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina.
Not so maidenless now, am I? Ooh, cool eye.
I offer you an accord. Have you heard of the Finger Maidens?
Nope.
They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree.
Sure.
Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring.
Horse!
Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
All right, level up.
I turn your runes to strength.
Please.
Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me.
With level up menu, you can spend your runes to increase your attributes. With each attribute, your level raises by 1. As your level rises, so does the amount of runes required to level up again. How do I get more HP? I'd love to not die. So endurance is stamina. HP appears to be vigor. Congrats, you can now level up. Thank you. Use the spectral whistle. From the pouch of the main menu, you can equip up to 6 items. So hold on, from the pouch and the main menu. Melee armaments. From the pouch? I'm confused where they want this pouch to be. Also, how do I horse? It was C to get back onto the horse. I'll look to the right. Okay, thank you. The mouse and keyboard on this are kind of funny. Jump, roll, dash. Okay. Oh, over here, my pouch. Okay, Memory of Grace. Ah, interesting. Okay. Summon the steed. So now that that's equipped, it's on the right. So if I hit right, E plus direction. Okay, thank you, chat. And then to get off, I hit C. Good. Okay. So now, next question. Equipment. I got new weapons. They seem kind of dope. There's the Lord's Great Sword. If I just want to hit people real heavy. You know what? Let's try being a two-handed gamer. I thought about the flail. I thought about dexterity. Oh my god, I only have 10 strength and I need, what do I need? 16 strength? Well, let's see if we can get there. And if I go to my inventory, maybe I want to eat all these runes right now. Oh, if you two-hand a weapon, it's halved. Okay. And then how do you two-hand it? It's like, nope, I got on my horse. I'm sorry. I'm going to learn the controls in just a second. It's E plus attack to two-hand it. There we go. Ha ha! Very good. All right. Is Hey Chat a thing? Hey Chat is not a thing in my community. That's a thing from other channels. I've never done Hey Chat. I don't know why people think Hey Chat is a thing here. All right, let's take 1 point of vigor for some HP. How much does that cost me? Oh, it cost me like 800 runes. Let's give ourselves a little bit of strength. Transitive lure property? This isn't loading ready run though. I don't know, man. I've been streaming full time for 8 years. Never been a Hey Chatter, but valid. All right, there's weird birds. Let's wait till morning time. Past time until morning. All right, it's morning. We're chilling, and I've got a date with revenge with a man on a horse. I got bad news. Now I too have a horse. Wait, can I not? Can I not two-hand off the back? All right. You ever seen a man on horseback die? Ha-ha! Ow, my horse!
Jeffrey Bezos.
Can I flask while on a horse? I sure can. Oh God, what's up, dirt? Thank you very much. Ah! Horse on horse violence. Funko! What up, baby? If I right click, is it the other side? It is. Nice. We're jousting? Wait, I'm dying still? Ooh. Ow! Dandy keeps sputtering. Oh no. What's he worried about? Oh my God, my horse is dying. What's this? Oh, that's my campfire. Hi, friends. What's wrong with my horse on horse violence? I'm winning. I'm actively winning. One more hit and there will be horseless, which I'm pretty sure is even more insulting than being called maidenless. Oh, you can jump? Two can play at that game. Oh! My horse can double jump? Oh my God. How are they not dead? Ow! Oh my God, I'm gonna die. Flask? I can move and flask while on horseback. Okay. We've done it! Oh. Is it more honorable for me to get off the horse? Oh God, he hits harder when I'm not on a horse. Did I do it? No, I did not do it. Yes! Ha ha! Did I do it? Am I now the Elden Ring? So hold on, I did all of that for what, 300 runes? Nice.
Oi! You there. Could you help us out, Cully? You? Yeah, you there. Stop pretending you can't see me. Why won't anyone look me in the eye? I'm not that ugly, am I?
Hello?
Oi! You there. Oh. What
Ah!
did you do that for?
Hello.
Oh, yes. I remember.
The camera angle's not very flattering.
Some clod turned me into a tree. You were just breaking the spell, weren't you? Thank you. The name's Bok.
Hi, Bok.
I was pushed out of the cave. Told not to come back.
Oh, I can move.
Not ever.
Oh, you're a little guy.
Ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along, really.
A little monkey.
Oh, what a shame. When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned.
It's a very nice hat, Bok.
That's all I have to express my thanks. I hope you can forgive me.
Why do I have to forgive you? Ooh, a mushroom.
Or, well, if you can afford to wait for a while, I could sneak back into the cave and bring back something of actual value. Then I'd be of some real use to you, I reckon. Right. I'm frightened. My knees starting up.
A cave on the shore. So I kind of want to go back to the campfire to refill my flasks. I'm pretty sure I do that. If I do that, the tree friend will come back, or the horse friend will. You know what? That's fine. You know what? That's fine. I will rest. I will rest and I won't fight the man on horseback. I want you all to know that we knew I have the moral victory here. But I kind of feel like having some health is pretty important, right? So if I do that, do I full heal? How do I tell? Yes, I'm full healed and I'm full flasked. Okay. All right, we head to the south, my friends. We head to the south. We're going to bully people not on horseback. Oh no. Well, that feels bad. I'm not going to hit a man who's given up like that. Ruin fragment. That's ominous. Why is the statue of the lady here? Oh no, why did you change? I want this. Oh, these are soldiers. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, you don't hit very hard. Adding a skill with a whetstone knife. You can use the Ashes of War to grant your armaments a new skill. An armament can only have one skill. Cool. I got the Ash of War Determination. I'd like to get up, please. Ooh, foot soldier cap. What's up, homie? Dope. Oh no, the fire. A smithing stone. What's this? A somber smithing stone. It's like a regular smithing stone, but sad. Whoa! Oh, that seems like bait. That right there, that's bait. That's gotta be bait. Right? Unless... Hold on, let me go deal with the procession first. Oh, I just got lit on fire. That's rude. Oh, God. Hey, what up, Farisar? How's it going? I made... Oh my god, I'm so far away from my body. Alright, let's not do that again. Me correctly identifies something as bait. Also me still goes and throws my head at it. Nice. Person up there, just big chillin'. All right, where's my stuff? Oh, I guess my stuff is gonna be because I took longer. Oh no. My Elden Rings. Oh, that's actually such a bad spot. Oh god. Oh, I'm gonna lose everything. Oh. What if I went down here? Oh, you followed me down. Used to goon to Melania. Is that the sort of thing you're supposed to admit publicly? I'm just, you know, like... Happy for you. Happy for you. That's a giant crab. Serge Afterdark. I mean, in my defense, Farisar, I've never seen Black Cat's Goodbye before. Welcome on in. Ow, what the? Who just lit me on fire? Oh, this idiot. Okay. This guy with the sword on the horse has zero chill. He should take lessons from me. I'm on a horse and I have so much chill. No! Am I welcome here? Yeah. But like, you're gonna get made fun of a little bit. When that's your first message, right? Like, you know. Is that a fire? That might be a campfire. I see smoke Where there's smoke, there's probably a fire. Wrong kind of fire. A sliver of meat. Whoa, they're fighting amongst themselves. If something else kills them, do they still drop runes? Oh, so I can just like wait for them to fight and then pick up everything? Who am I cheering for in this fight? Am I cheering for the weird, like, goblin-looking people? Am I cheering for the knights? Glass shard. The strong survive the fight, and I don't want to fight the strong. That's valid. All right, let's try and get back on this road. Oh, there's a campfire here. Nice. That probably means there's an opportunity for me to make a mistake. Any ball donors in the chat tonight? Good Lord. What does that mean, Molly? Do I want to know? Don't scroll up? Okay. Whoa. What are you? Oh, I'm about to make mistakes, aren't I? Oh, the boss arena. Yes. Is this going to be my life for the next, like, 90 minutes, y'all? Is this the first boss I've opted into? Oof. All right. That was one shot? I've been upgraded to the big TV. That's so flattering. Is my HP so low that if they hit me once, am I just dead? In which case, I might not do this. Is this my first time with the game? No, this is not a blind first playthrough, but I have not played a lot of this game, like, at all. So, yeah, you're not experiencing a first blind playthrough, but you're watching somebody who knows nothing about this game and is very bad. Flask. Oh! 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 Hey! Not bad. Look at that prog. Look at that prog. He's got defense, never mind. Is there a way to speed up the rate at which I die and then the game reloads? Because that seems like it would save me a lot of time. No, sir? All right. My first 2 levels, I put 1 point in strength for my 2-headed sword, and I put 1 point in vigor to try and soak up some HP. Flasking. I don't get to heal. Okay, don't try and heal. First order of business, don't try and heal. I tried to make some distance and heal, and homie just like charged me. So that's good to know. That's good to know. It's good to know. The attack pattern seems to be a little bit telegraphed. I feel like my dodge roll is slightly slower than their attack pattern. And that's interesting. But that's fine. It doesn't seem like they've got that bait thing. You know, sometimes when they do like that, my experience in a game like this would mostly be through playing through Expedition 33. Never mind. I found the bait. I found the bait. That was a little bit slower than I thought it was going to be. So would you consider me lightweight? How do I see this? Medium load. Okay, it's directly behind my camera. So if I wanted to dodge faster, I would take armor off. Is that correct? Do you like medium load, chat? Do you think I'd be happier with a light load? What do we think? Oh, armor or equipment. Right. So because I have these equipped still. So I'm down to 27 out of 48. It still says I have medium load. You have better armor that might be lighter? This armor is definitely heavier. But it doesn't change my load, so I guess I'll put that on. Light dodge is just further roll. It's not actually different iframes, or it's not like a faster movement. That's good to know. That's good to know. Interesting. I have a bow and arrow equipped? Hold on. I can probably unequip those two as well then. I don't know if that's going to get me under light though, but I'll take a peek at it. That did nothing for weight. Arrows don't count? All right. Okay. If I can make it through the first pattern, we'll be learning. Actually, you know what I should do? Hold on. Can I see where the campfire is? Let's head to this campfire. Let's spend these 1800. I don't even know what that's going to do. Excuse me. Oh, you have loot. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We're in the same at. You really think they'd have been friendlier? Ogie, wait. So, more HP. More HP seems dope. Let's put one more point into strength. So at that point, I'm going to hit harder, and I'm going to take more damage in a good way, positive. And I cannot level up any further. That's fine. The two stats that make me happen right now are strength for punch and HP for absorb punch. Dexterity. So as far as I know, my weapon is a strength weapon. But then again, I don't know anything about this game. So to me, it looks like this weapon scales off of strength. Oh, it also scales off of dexterity. Does it scale off of both, chat, or does it scale off of whichever is higher? I actually don't know. Yes to both. Interesting. What does dexterity make me attack faster? Okay, I greeted for a flask again. It doesn't feel like healing there was a great call. Let's try something different for just 1 second here. What if I was meant to be a sword and board gamer? Hi, Enemy Kitty. Who am I sniping out of existence? Well, let's start with Farisar. I can't parry the boss? I can't parry the boss? I thought my right click timing was perfect there. I'm gonna time gate this. I'm gonna give myself 5 or 6 more tries, because I don't feel like I'm actually progging right now. I've switched weapons just to see if maybe the shield will give me a little bit more survivability, but I don't feel like I'm pushing into like a second phase of the fight or anything. Greeted. Appear to be full of bleeding. Oh, that was better. That was way better. Bleed goes through block. Interesting. So the sword on the board does feel better against a boss like this, which is exciting. The sword and board does feel better. I'm kind of by default holding block, but we'll see once I figure out the pattern, what we want to be doing here. Come on, hit me. Dang. They hit me. Be careful what you ask for, eh, chat? Boop. Dang. So even the shield is neat there. The bleed buildup is kind of unreal though. That's tricky. This feels like an exercise in futility. Nah, we're getting better. I feel like my damage isn't great. All right, 3 more tries, and then we'll go and try and level up and move a little bit further and come back for revengeance. Put it in a time box, right? Good start. That's only 1 attack there, eh? I thought for sure I had dodged that second one. What's a guard counter? Also, I mean, in general, in a Souls game, try not to just like throw out advice until it's asked for. Kind of ruins the vibes in games like this. What's a guard counter? Is there a control for that? When you block, you can heavy attack, and it does a special counter thingy when you block. Do I need like a special parry timing on that? Or is it just literally if I have the shield? Because I tried to hit the right click. Do you have to do a heavy attack after? What's a heavy attack? Maybe there's a button, I don't know. Attack, strong attack. Alt plus left attack. That's so awkward. Awkward. I thought I had a pretty good like shield parry the first time, but I guess not. Yeah, alt left click is very challenging. But yeah, for those of you watching the first time, I have an injury in my left hand. I cannot use a controller, so I'm a mouse and keyboard gamer. And the controls for this game are miserable. What if I tried changing the binding for the special attack? Can I do that? Can I change it to like... What if we tried big attack to... Won't accept that key binding? That's awkward. Okay. I can't rebind it to the other mouse buttons, which is a little bit awkward. Man, Alt is such a weird button to try and hit. Brutal. Oh, there's a different column for, oh my goodness. For mouse keybind and the other one? All right. Aha! All right, I'm unleashed now. All right, 3 more tries. I'm not gonna bang my head against this wall. I want to explore. I want to see some cool other areas. I don't even know if necessarily I'm in to the person who said jump attack, I hate you. I've tried twice. The enemy is crouching. They're a coward. Okay. I did 4 damage. Oh, man. Yeah, trying to line up the jump attack. Trying to like mix up a new like move attack when you're still learning the game. That did not work terribly well. 4 is more than 0. Yeah, but when I was not jump attacking, I was killing it. It's a game of inches. We try again. We go again. This time stronger and more committed. All right, you ready? I'm gonna nail this jump attack this time, chat. It just crouches. It's just too low. There it was! The sound! The sound! I heard the sound. Did I do... Was that the sound? Was that the sound we were supposed to talk about? Oh. I think that was the most damage we've done too. All right, he's learning. He's progging. That was good enough. I'm gonna give myself 1 more attempt. 3 to go. Oops. Oh, I just used a flask. All right, never mind. That was so bad I'm losing. 1 attempt to go. All right, I'm not going to start with a jump attack. Okay, that was bad. Okay, I have no flask fluff. Good. Rude. His sword seems like it'd be really cool if I could have it, though. You respect the attempts? Thank you. Wait, do I have a summon chat? Am I going easy mode on this? Do I have a little buddy that can help me bully? How do I check? Do I have a skill? I don't even know. Spectral Steed. You don't have Spirit Ashes? Okay. All right, so I'm not deliberately making this fight harder for myself. You get one from beating this boss. Oh, okay. It jumped under me? Oh, I need to remember if I'm jumping the second attack that there's a third attack coming. That was my best attempt ever. That was like 55%. We're progging. We're actually learning. All right. Holy moly. I almost looked like I knew what I was doing for a second there. Bad start. I need to remember that I'm supposed to dodge the third attack. I jump the second, I dodge the third. What's up, Transmuted Elf? Dang. Oh, the third! One HP in a dream. I beg your pardon? What was that hitbox? What was that hitbox? It's behind. Am I having fun? I'm having a great time. I was behind the enemy when I died. This is great. All right, I'm locking in now. Hi, cutie. Oh, Joe points out, the more gamer I am, the more like a pretzel I am. Rude. Don't get a hit in there, Serge. Remember, there's a fourth attack. Dang it. How much guidance is expected? None unless I ask for it, please. Like with all games. Have a good one, Private Dirt. 2 more attempts. We're time boxing it. No. If I have a really good attempt, we reset. But if we have an attempt, I'm like, I was able to activate Chrome Dome's activated ability on Krang 4 times, drawing 3 cards each time, and I still lost. Hell yeah, brother. Wait, I'm facing the wrong way. What is the camera? The true end boss of Elden Ring, the camera. Am I talking like an Elden Ring streamer yet? Rude. That felt like a different attack pattern. All right, last attempt. Last attempt, we'll move on. Unless it's a good one. We can always come back, right? Can I mark the map? It's already marked. It's already marked. What if I just start with a big attack? Blood loss. Oh, man. Okay, one more. One last one. One more. I'm starting to feel it. The attempt feels good, you run it back, right? The attempt feels bad, the counter goes down. Camera. Oh, the reach on you. My flasks. Okay, that was actually really sick. I need to go again. That's so good. That was so good. Oh, I'm feeling it. We're progging. I feel like I'm greeting for like 2 hits at the very beginning of the fight for no reason. I don't know why I'm doing this. So I'm only gonna have 1 fight at the very beginning. Was that a stamina? Holy moly! It's starting to click. It's starting to click. He's clicking. He's locking in. God, I hope I have a good locked in face. What's my resting gamer face look like, chat? Slack-jawed, drool. Oh my goodness. Mulligan? What the? Okay, no. All right. That one, yeah. You look like you're unimpressed with a student talking in class like, oh my God, this idiot's put their hand up again. Please, just shut up. Right? Joe wants to know, all right, chat, who are these weird little ghost tubes? What's their story? Oh, they have a little eyeball? Hit it? No, it's the only thing that hasn't attacked me. That means it's a friend. They guard the prisons. Interesting. Dang. All right, give me one more good shot here. One more good attempt. You died. Almost nice spacing? Yeah. When it clicks, I feel like a genius. When it doesn't click, I feel dumber than a sea cucumber. Oh no, what happened to this little guy? Oh, wait, they reassembled. Never mind. They're okay. The progress has been quick. Yeah, I kind of want to keep that momentum going, but on the other hand, I don't want to just like slam my head against one thing for the entire stream. So I don't know. I don't know what the vibe is, you know? Dang it. Oh, bonk. So here's an interesting thought. I'm actually going to switch back to two-hander. And my reason for that is I'm starting to feel like I would rather have one big hit land than a bunch of little hits. And if that's the case, I wonder if two-hander is going to be a better fit for this fight. I definitely thought that maybe I wanted chip damage, but I feel like it's just like bop now. Those are some nice dodges. Thank you so much. Oh, the big swing was so slow. Dang. You think I got the damage to get him? I feel like it. I feel like it. That felt okay. Definitely have him with the damage. Let's go. All right. 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 Can we take a second to appreciate the good vibes in chat? What's up, everybody? I love this. I love this. I love this. I love y'all. Big jump attack. I missed. Oh. What? Oh, what? How long are you staggered for? They get staggered? They get staggered for one hit? How long do they get staggered for? I've never seen the stagger in this fight before. What happens when they get staggered? Depends. Should I like run around and try and crit like a big crit bonk or whatever? Okay. Okay. Yo, that was my best run yet. I'll do jump heavy attack next time. Crits can be front or back. Oh, just walk up? Okay. Light attack from the front? Got it. Got it. Oh, I dodged too early for the jump attack. It's fine. I'm dying? Oh, the blood loss. Okay. Oh, I'm feeling this. Bigger weapon staggers faster. Heavy attacks stagger faster. Charged heavies. What's a charged heavy? I'm using basically like mono heavy attack now. Oh, I missed. Hold heavy. Okay. It's a very slow wind up, high damage. Okay. I'm kind of sad that I missed that jumping heavy attack because it kind of threw the whole momentum of the fight off. If I do it this time, you'll resub. Tragic. God, I'm going to be losing all of my subs. Oh, good. So why did my big swing up attack miss? Why did my big swing up attack miss there? Was I too early? Had it not phased in yet? Different. Chrono got you anyway. Get blasted, spleen. Thank you, Chrono. Appreciate you. All right. Fall Pier, what's up? Thank you, friend. Okay, you ready? No! All right, these notifications are making it very hard to focus. I love you all. Thank you, friends. Thank you for the Prime, Fall Pier, Eric, and 30 Dude.
Jeffrey Bezos.
Oh no! Dang. Okay. Okay. Thank you, everybody, by the way. Thank you. Okay, I gotta re-lock in. I feel like we had it and we're losing it, but we're gonna bring it back. Thank you for all the subs. Y'all are great. This is the run. I can feel it. All right. I lock in. You flee?
Jeffrey Bezos.
Thank you for the Prime, Dumbo. Dang. All right, that doesn't land. That never lands. You shouldn't have taught me about the big attack, because now I miss all the time with it. Dang. It's okay. It's okay. I need to shower, but I don't want to miss this. We're going to get it. We're going to get it in like 3. The countdown is gone. We are locked in. We are killing this thing. We are so locked in right now. People will tell the tale of Serge, the locked in streamer. You ready? You want to see how locked in we are? I'm actually going to hit it with the big attack this time. All right, you ready? Damn it. I hate you. The amazing thing is, I know what to do. It's just the execution now. You love the greed swings? It's not a greed swing if I don't know better. What's the bar above? I'm assuming that's stagger, but I don't actually know. The stagger meter's hidden? Oh. Oh, you're talking about the bleed bar? That's the amount of bleed that I have on me. When it goes to 100%, I take unblockable damage. Come back here. Dang. That's our stagger meter. Yeah. I feel once I get the first attack, I understand the pattern. The tricky thing is the first engage. That's where the disconnect is right now. So like I understand the triple attack pattern and I understand the big jump pattern and I feel like a genius every time it does that. Yo, thank you for those 100 biddies. Thank you very much for those biddies. Why did I not dodge there? Was that a stamina? What was that? I did the light attack. I did the light attack on that stagger. I don't understand. Dang, 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 dang. So I thought I walked up to them and I tried to do the pokey bit for the execute. I guess I was not directly in front of them. Is that correct? Because I got to the stagger again. Oh, it was still part of the combo? Okay. So I was hoping that if I kept walking, like pressing walk into them, it would activate it. I actually needed to not walk. That's good to know. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have this. We have this. That was my second best attempt. Greedy. I don't know that attack pattern. That's new. Oh, is that a stamina? Good. Stupid big attack. 1, 2, 3. I just got it all off by half a second there. I got it. It's all just slightly off. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. I believe. Oh my God, I believe. Oh, hello. Some kind of red queen. There's a chance this one isn't critable on the stagger. We'll find out. Yeah, this is the final boss of Elden Ring, right? Like, we beat this homie, and then they're like, congratulations, you are truly the Elden Ring. I beg your pardon? I just stood there and tanked it? One HP in a dream. Yes! Let's go! Let's go! What'd I get?
Gift sub noise?
Hey, Spleen, thank you for that gift sub. Appreciate you. All right, so this, oh, it's strength and it's dexterity. Is this just like a bigger version of what I'm already wearing? This is like the best weapon in the game? Well, well, well. So should I use it right now? Or do you think I should wait for my stats to get up there? Like I could just use it now, or I could keep using that greatsword. Once you get the stats for it, okay. Let's go with just our good friend, the greatsword for now. I definitely do not have the stats for it, no. So what I'm lacking is, well, I'm lacking in everything. I almost have the dexterity. So I need 17 dex. Oh, I should be able to do that like literally right now. Right, I just got 2,000 runes from that homie. And I started with 16 dex, so. I have 17 dexterity and I have 12 strength. I'll go up to I can't go to 13 strength. All right, whatever. Chat will watch me tank a boss for 30 minutes if the vibes are good. Vibes are always good. So I have 12 strength, and I think with two-handed it halves it. Is that what people told me? Looks like we're chilling. 12 strength, 17 dex. Hell yeah. All right. Hey, what's up? Ow. Feels good. All right, where was I going? I was like taking a road to the south or something, right? There's a bridge around here. Ow, what the hell? Get out of here. I just want to go south along this road. Oh, down here. Hello. What does this do? Jump while on horseback to go real high. No, thank you. Do you like craft potions? What are these weird flowers for, chat? Crafting. Well. Oh, that seems bad. What the hell is that? Oh, God. Why do they get a cannon? Hold on, hold on. How do I get up there? Apparently I don't need to be up there. Can I get up there? Stone's Ward Key. Oh, that's... Get all kinds of stuff from it. Can I use this? I can't use it. That's tragic. Ooh. Tree and Beast Surcoat. Smash it? Is that your thought? No. It's fine. Ooh. Well, that went pretty well. And there's a campfire over here. And the peninsula, it weeps. Guy walking away from diamonds, one swing after. No shot. Farisar, if I go back there and I hit it and it doesn't drop me diamonds, you're banned. Joe, please hover your finger over the ban button. It's good knowing you, Farisar. It was actually one swing away. Another smithing stone. Okay. This is an area that George R.R. Martin wrote specifically. He's like, I want a bridge with a bunch of hanging people off it and a ballista.
Hello? Is somebody there? Might I bend your ear for a moment, please? My name is Irina. I've escaped from Castle Morn to the south. The servants there have rebelled. I can't be sure what it is. My eyesight's been weak since birth, you see. But I swear I heard frightful howling from all over. My good father secreted me out the castle, but decided to...
Secreted, not secreted.
As commander. I fear for father's life. The servants are full of wrath, filled with hatred for every one of us. They've since come for every one of the companions I escaped with. They haven't spared a soul. I fear it's no different at Castle Morn. Please, I implore you, would you mind taking a letter to my father?
Oh, there are quests in this game. Okay.
My soul wishes that he escape, even if his honor should be the price. Please. I just want him to be safe.
Cool. Deliver the letter.
Thank you. Dearly. Then please, take this.
Irina's letter.
To my father, who remains in the castle, if you please.
Okay.
Please, he can be saved.
Yeah. What happened here? Hope flower. Okay. Hey, there's weapons in those big chests. Ooh, big guy. How's it going? Oh, that's so many dogs. Okay, this seems bad. I one-shot dogs. That's good. Feel like I need stamina soon. strip of white flesh. Gross. Hello. Don't let Joe know you one-shot the dogs. I mean, look, Joe is a lover of dogs, but I don't know if these homies are coming back. Look at this. A morning star. Moments before a disaster. Me staring down this giant. I could just leave. Ooh, what are you? Kind of a weird looking dog thing. They're called the Misbegotten. Oh, I had no stamina left. That was unfortunate. Old Fang. Leaving is my favorite strategy in this game. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at that big dude, right? I'm just looking at that big dude. And I'm thinking to myself, hold on, ball. Is this why chat was being about ball enjoyers earlier? Oh, Ash of War Mighty Shot. Interesting. Is that why chat was talking about balls earlier? Those weren't the balls? That's a summon? Interesting. So, if I do this. How do I equip a summon? Who knows why chat says anything? Oh, that's a weapon mod? Okay. For bows? Oh. Tragic. Campfire. And a friend? Level up time? So, question. Should I try and get my strength up to 18, or do you think I should focus more on like my stamina? Because I kind of feel like my stamina is my weakest point right now. Honestly, up to you. Like, does the strength feel important? It won't be relevant for a bit. All right. Let's get our first point in stamina there. I just feel like in the big dodgy fights, there's been a couple times where I feel like it's been running out. Oh, you're right there. Hello. Stamina let me roll more? Yeah. Purchase. Smithing stones, eh? You know what I might do, actually? Give me a second. I might head to the church here. And I might see if I can actually use some things and upgrade my weapon. Early on, vigor and stamina give you the best returns. After you upgrade your weapon a little bit, then you start getting better scaling. Sure. All right, this is now a +1. It would have been really embarrassing if upgrading it changed the, the requirements. So I think I made it better. It's level 1 now. That's kind of dope. What do I need for level 2? Now you're a +2 bloodhound. How does it feel? Who are you? Hello, you weren't here before.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished.
That's a nice hat.
Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk, I surmise, is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To
What power?
a spectral steed named Torrent.
Yes. I can call the spectral steed.
As I had hoped, I was entrusted this for thee by Torrent's former master.
The spirit calling bell. Ooh, oh, I got ashes. Okay, that is a summon. Okay, now I have a summon.
Forth spirits, summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erdtree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly. As they recall battles past, now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest.
With the spirit calling bell, you can use ashes to summon various spirits. They typically consume FP. Sure. I swear to God, if anybody tries to gatekeep me for using summons, I'll just be sad, that's all. Don't do it. I have a wooze. I don't know. All I've heard is the Elden Ring community being like, you're not a real gamer. And I'm like, bro, I'm 40. Like, I don't know. I don't have time for this. All right, let's level up to dawn. Wait, let's sleep until dawn. I don't have any, yeah, I don't have any patterns. All right, I don't think I have any recipes for crafting. That's fine, we'll get there. All right, let's head south. Let's head to this castle. That's a cool looking castle. Look at the size of that castle. Oh, what is this? Please hold. Sorry, what? Was that there before? Oh my God. No, it wasn't. Who are you? Oh my God, big guy? Oh, you're gonna be so sad once I get close to you? Oh, yeah, sit down. Wait, you're not dead. Oh God, he's throwing up fire? Hey, hello. Great arrows. Could this be weak foe? Or could this be a strong foe? Oh, am I one-handing? That would explain it. I was wondering why my stamina was so bad there. Good luck. Weak foe ahead. Great. I'm glad they warned me. Why is this room here? Agonite spleen. Thanks for the good vibes. Thank you for the company. All right, down we go, I suppose. Oh, up? Up we go. Never mind. That's the guards room. Interesting. I'm gonna send this back down. I guess I can't. Oh, man. What if instead of fight, I activate sneak? Oh, God. Not the dogs! Great. Good start. Chat, what does this icon mean? There's this weird gate thing beside me. Autosave? Oh, that's it. I can summon. Okay. Batter up. What's up, Gunner? Hello, who are you? This is a bad idea. Never mind, I'm a genius. This is the best idea. A sanctuary stone. Now who's gatekeeping? You're right. I did kill people at the gate. I was the true gatekeeper all along. Stay down, please. Is it worth it to have a chip damage? Like a ranged weapon just for chip damage? Oh, I know these birds. Oh my God. What in the world? That was so many arrows. All right, how do I get my stuff back? It's going to take a real long time if I have to wait for this elevator every time. Time for the classic run back? Yeah. Do I have some of those throwing knives already? Yeah. They feel like they're consumables. So do I... Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Yes! He's a genius. Oh, my timing is off. Just gonna keep panic spamming the attack button until all the wolves are dead. What'd you think? This is my stealth move. Oh, there looks like there's an item up there. Maybe one of these times I want to go get that. Is that item worth it, chat? Game better have a big old canal. You're going to be very disappointed. It's impossible to tell, Gunner. Panic attack is a time-honored tradition. I'm glad I'm being embraced as one of you, chat. Now, luckily, I died on this side of the bridge. All right. Wait, I can't summon the wolves here? This is garbage. Oh my god. What are these feathers? I mean, I know they're arrows, but why are they so big? Look at me. Oh, this is bad. Where is this? You're a pincushion? Do I have bird ambitions? Not anymore. You look fabulous. Thank you. I hear that fashion is the true end game. I believe, from what I know of Dark Souls. Enemy ahead. Okay. Oh! Aha! I was like, I can see the enemy. Thank you. Alright, you ready? Shh, shh. Everyone quiet. Shh. Shh, 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 shh. Go to sleep. Love a good backstab. Yep. Yep. Elden Ring enjoyers, Final Fantasy 14 people, that like meme with the arms, like the muscly arms shaking hand, and it just says fashion. I found another save spot. I'm truly gaming out of my mind right now. The new WoW endgame is house decorating. Isn't it a little bit of fashion too? But I guess that's its own kind of fashion. Ooh. Stone sword key. Can I hit the ground and then roll so I don't take any damage? Not really. What are you? Oh, nope. I'm out. I got a feeling that's some kind of awful cursed ooze that's like immune to physical damage or something like that. Pickled turtle. Ah, God, but. Get off me. Oh my God, am I dead? Oh, there's another one. What was that? I believe it's a poo. Oh, I didn't rest at the fire to get my flasks up. Oh, the bleed is doing work here. Ow. I'm dead. Okay, hold on. Who are you? Please, help me. I'm of noble blood. If they eat me, I'll be forever marred. Anything but that. Think of the disgrace. Please. Oh, this is rude. I'm stuck. Oh my God. Okay, so I have 1 HP. And I have no flasks. Great. Shh, chat. Be quiet. Time for jumping. Wait, can I just go back? Oh no. I'm in combat though. Those little oozes are after me. Alright, never mind, we died. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Those poos are after me, right? Use the berries if you get a chance. What berries? Oh, I see. If I go a different way, I actually end up inside. All right, we'll just sneak attack them all. And we'll get our money back. Do you always one-shot these enemies, chat, with a backstab? Or is it dependent on the weapon you're having? Depends on the weapon? Okay. Because I was going to say, this is kind of sick. Alright, we're going to get them. Should I get my money back first? Ow. Let's go bleed. Did you see the like... They tried so hard for like the quadruple fake out there. Oh my god, that wind up. What's up here? Loot! Twin Blade Talisman. So that is like a passive thing I could have, right? Enhances the final hit of a chain. I kind of want the max HP thing that I have. That's cool though. I'm going to tend to err on the side of being pretty defensive with a lot of the stuff that I have, at least for now. Can I jump off ladders? This takes forever. How do you run down a ladder? Oh, you hold down shift. Okay. I was going to say, this is taking forever. I guess you just hold sprint. Oh, I landed on the leaf. That's so cool. Hello. You've been dead a long time if that tree's growing over you. Tarnished golden sunflower. Cool. What's this? Oh, hello. You're more flasks, aren't you? Is Vigor the endurance stat? What's Vigor? Tree. Man, yeah. You know what? You know what? Have an applause. It does feel, I kind of wish I could turn some of these things off. A lot of it does feel like it's just like a walkthrough. You know what I mean? Like, for example, the fact that there's a, that was marked, I think makes it more visible that you're supposed to fall on it than had it not been there. You know what I mean? All right. The game is in offline mode. There won't be any messages. How do I get into offline mode? In the launch settings. So I can't even do it from in-game. I passed it. Hold on. The sphere. Just play offline. That's it. And now the messages are gone. I mean, they're still there, unfortunately. Might have to quit and reload. I mean, that's a goal for next time. But thank you. Hey, another campfire. Let's actually remember the rest of it this time. All right. So excited to see somebody who understands the importance of hate points. I saw so much of the opposite when this game came out. Made me want to pull my hair out. I'm learning the game. And the idea of being able to soak... Well, that's a boss thingy. The idea of being able to soak more than one attack so that I could actually learn attack patterns seems... I don't know. Well, that's a big bonk. Proud of you. Yeah, just like having some HP just seems so much better than not having HP and dying. Imho, throwing daggers. All right, I'm actually going to run back and rest because there's a boss gate right there, and I'd like to have all of my flasks and all of my health. Ooh, maybe I could level up actually. 4,000, let's do it. Let's take another endurance for max HP. Wait. Vigor is HP, and let's put another point into endurance. And then another point into strength. I can't. Whatever. Actually, hold on. In my bag, I'm gonna eat all of these. And I'm gonna try and level up one more time. Is there a faster way to use them? Or do I have to go into my inventory each time like this? Oh, use selected number? Okay, thank you. I hope I have enough to level up. Runes needed 21. I'm going to try and get up to strength 18. So we did 1 point in vigor, 1 point in endurance, 1 point in strength. And I think that's going to be our ratio for a little bit. It's sort of that 1-1-1. Sometimes just a little bit more damage isn't that meaningful because it doesn't change the number of swings to kill an enemy. That's so true. I'm just going to ignore you. All right, everybody. Oh my God. Can we take a second to talk about this water? Why is this water so pretty? Why is this castle partially submerged? What's happening here? Anime Kitty, no. I'm about to do a boss fight. You can't leave. I need you. I need you in your vibes. Leonin Misbegotten. That's a big slow attack. Big slow attack. I have a Matt now? Hi, Matt. Have I beaten Elden Ring yet? I have not. All right, Matt, you're the new anime kitty, apparently. I have to remember that I don't know any of these bosses' attack patterns. Hello, Wave. Swing, swing, swing. All right. Why did I make it mad? Was it mad or was it happy to see me? All right, I spent all my runes. There might only be like 200 or 300 there. I'm immediately going to go pick them back up. I was about to say, maybe I don't care about them. 250? Okay. I'm trying so hard to dodge. One, 2, 3. Got it. That's a 4 attack. But for whatever reason, I'm kind of staggered. Is there a way to not lose all your momentum when you fall? I was trying to like dodge, but whatever. A shorter fall. You know what? I respect it. Having a really hard time not getting staggered by that first hit. I think if I can dodge that first hit, the rhythm is a little bit more in my control. Currently, I'm being bullied. Bullied. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry about that. For once, I'm not being bullied by my mods. No, in a game like this, I'm actually just being bullied. The mods are the least of my concern. You know what? Eat wolves, idiot. Oh, God. Oh. Okay. Oh my God, the summons are so powerful. What the heck? The dogs just summoned that. They soloed the boss. Why didn't I do that before? I don't know. I wanted to like figure out what the boss's attack patterns were before I just went into stuff. That's so funny. Boss was easy to bully. Yeah. Well. Imagine there's got to be some kind of cool loot here, right? Joey Schultz. I beat a boss and all there was a picture of my ex moment over here. The sword he dropped is hilarious. Required strength 40? Why is it a giant sword made of lots of little swords? What is happening here? It's the Iron Throne sword? That makes sense. All right, so I get to level up again. And as I said, I'm going to basically until I hit strength 18, chat. As far as I'm concerned, my plan is 1 point in vigor, 1 point in endurance, 1 point in strength. And then maybe at some point I'll see if there's like other breakpoints that are worth doing. I also don't know why I said 18. 18 I just picked because it's like what my sword wants. But that's kind of the thought. So I don't know. What do you think? Gives me HP, gives me stamina. Look at that. I got 30, I got 23 more HP from that. That's kind of cool. Now, is this where I was supposed to go for the very workmanlike stat pool? Thank you. Is this where I was? Oh, hold on. Actually, I have a random idea. Let's go here. Did you beat Leonin? Yo. I summoned the dogs and just melted the boss, Farisar. Give me a second, chat. I have a feeling about something. No, that just looks like death. Never mind. Always a good check, thank you. I mean, I guess I'll just ask you, is there anything else to do here? Is this the castle where I was supposed to deliver the letter? This is the castle. Okay, there's other stuff to do here. Yeah. I did not deliver the letter. Okay, I went down this way, which means I should go up and to the right. Do you think I can do that within an hour? Because your boy has to work in the morning. Or do you think I should take the victory of that sick boss fight? Yo, look how much HP I've got. Hey, chat. When you hear the ring-a-ding, do you get hungry? You get a Pavlovian response from the dogs? Oh, that almost killed me. And all of that for this. Fire grease. Is fire grease any good? Oh, smoldering butterfly. Interesting. What's up here? The Claymore? That's your favorite weapon? The item I got adds fire to a weapon for a short amount of time. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I found a completely different route. Oh, goodbye! Get batted, idiot. Have I been absorbing the lore? Have I been absorbing the lore or just vibing? Yes. Yes to both. Where am I? The lorb. I've been absorbing the lorb. Summoning other players. No, thank you. The fur calling finger remedy. God. What do these words mean? I got a dagger. Who out pondering their lorb? I'm so worried I'm gonna die. Okay, here I've been before. Don't worry, you will die. Oh, good. This is bad. I'm gonna be real honest with you, chat. I actually meant to dodge roll there, not jump. And luckily I guessed right. So I didn't just die there. I got the torch. Do I have any consumables that can heal me? I actually have no idea. Any of these heal me? No? Great. All right, let's head back down this way. Wait. Maybe I am supposed to go up. Oh, I guess I could go down. Nope. Okay, that is the way to go. Interesting. I mean, I guess I could, if I really wanted to, I could just teleport to a, I just feel like if I teleport to something, I just lose all the progress I've made. All right. Maybe this is the way to go. I feel like I'm supposed to go this way. Wait, I've been here before. Right? This is just the way I've been before. So this doesn't do anything for me. I'm gonna reset. I'm gonna reset because I don't want to die. I might even be able to get a level up off, which will make losing my stuff a little less painful. Can I get 2 level ups here? No. I should have sent the elevator back down. There's a spot up there that you missed. Okay. So I have to go back up those same ramparts. Rampits? Sure. But that is the way I want to go, huh? Okay. So this time I'm not going to fight my way to the top of that mountain of corpses. Good call. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll just kill the dogs instead. I know really good people at this game will just run by everything. But I don't have the courage or the knowledge for that. So forgive me if I'm a little bit more cautious. And I think I do have to run by them. All right. You have to know where you're escaping to? Yeah. I saved the soldier that time. And killed them myself. All right. There's still a spot up here you missed. If you go left at the end of that rampart instead of to the right. Interesting. Go left instead of to the right. Sure. I think I understand what you mean. So I have 3 flasks left. Ow. Oh, they drop smithing stones. Iron cleaver, so new weapon dropped. Okay, go left instead of to the right. Yes. Okay, that's where I came from. Oh, so still go this way. Hold on, maybe I understand. Do I understand? I don't think I understand, actually. Oh, I need to go. Okay, right. So last time I went there and I went down and to the right. Now you're saying go there and then go over to the left where those birds are? Gross. Well, then I didn't even go this way at all. I understand. Okay. Okay. I think I went down there last time. So I went down to the right. This is where I went last time. Yes. I understand. I can't make it back up. So go this way instead. I haven't been here. Let's give it a shot. Ladder required ahead. Great. Okay. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Good stuff. Thank you, chat. Oh, and I get to go up this way now? Very exciting. Excuse me. Excuse me. A man. And I have a letter for a man.
There's a face I've not seen before.
You look like just like a regular person.
Warden of this castle, as ordained by Lord Godric himself. But you can see how things have turned out.
Are you just sitting up here sad? Like, what are you doing?
Well, they gave me good service, or so I thought. But it seems it was all an act. Foul creatures, as it said. And true enough, they're foul.
So is he just like sad? Like, what's his vibe?
Disappoint you. But whatever you come here to do, I'm afraid Castle Morn.
He's hiding from the misbegotten? Wow.
By way of apology.
The sacrificial twig. Deliver the letter.
From Arena. Thank you. I'm in your debt. But I can't leave yet. Even if the castle should fall. As commander, I must remain.
But then what are you doing, buddy?
The Sword of Morn does not fall into the wrong hands. I'm in your debt for keeping the sword from those fallen creatures. I'm no longer bound by duty. Once I've rescued Arena, I will spend my remaining days with her.
Oh, the boss weapon. Okay, so I kind of skipped some steps. So he's going to now go find his daughter?
Reunited with Arena and devote my remaining days to her. Arena has a gentle nature, though. I only hope it remains intact. Thanks to you, and devote my Arena. I only hope it remains intact.
Sick. We done? If I hadn't killed the boss, I'd have to go down there. Okay. Oh, acquire material. Letter delivered. And then she's here. No. Maybe? She's just after the bridge. She's here. So let's go say what's up. She was like right here, right?
Arena, how could this be? My daughter deserved better. The fault lies with me. I chose duty over my daughter's safety. And that is how fate has answered. I'll find them. The foul wretches responsible for this.
Oh, man.
Exterminate every last one of them. Rest assured, Arena, it will be done. I'll fight the foul. I'll hunt them. Rest assured.
Wow, that's so sad. Man, What the heck? Well, so much for ending today's stream on a high note. What a bummer! Souls games? I thought Souls games were sad because they grinded you down and bullied you. I didn't think they were sad because they took helpless little children and murdered them while their dads were away. What the... Cow a bummer, dude. Yeah, no kidding. All right. Well... is there anything specific I need to do to save the game before I quit, friends? Or does the game sort of auto-save when I go to a, when I sit down like this? Just log out. All right. Save and return to title. Cool. Y'all, thank you very much for hanging out. This has been delightful. I had fun. I'll play more of this game. If you want to watch more of this game, I'll stream more of this game. Anytime you see a little icon in the corner, it means it's auto-saved. Cool. One more boss. I got to work in the morning, which is kind of a shame. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me on this journey. My first time ever streaming a Souls-like game. That was very cool. Thanks, friends. Appreciate you. Follow the channel. Yeah, I don't have a schedule on this channel, so just follow. If you want to catch it, you'll get a notification. I am going to be busy doing a bunch of stuff. I'm going to Vancouver for a big Riftbound tournament. Oh, no. Oh, you gave me biddies. Thank you. I thought I was getting raided. Thank you so much for the biddies. Thanks for the good vibes, everybody. I really appreciate it. It was super fun. All right, we're going to go raid my friend Jordan. He's playing some marathon with other people we know. So go say hi to them. Bye, everybody. Thank you.